What is up, guys? ConcurrentFlame here with some new news on Borderlands 3 being teased. Originally, let me just say that Borderlands, they said they weren't going to make it. It was going to take a year or whatever before they actually talked about it, and it has taken over 2 years for them to talk about it. But they said if they wanted to make Borderlands, don't quote me here, but they wanted to make it bigger and basically better than what Borderlands 2 was. And now they're saying CEO Randy Pitchford is saying he teased some new details about the next Borderlands game, and he confirmed obviously there's going to be another Borderlands, and that's his quote. And he also said that we don't even know if we're going to call it that, which basically means he might not even call it Borderlands, because he said obviously there's going to be another Borderlands, but nobody really mentioned the name Borderlands 3. They just said Borderlands here. So are they changing the Borderlands 3, calling it Borderlands 4, or are they just going to change the name from Borderlands to something else, which would be interesting. I don't think they're just going to change the Borderlands name, and I don't think they're going to call it Borderlands 4. I really think they're going to call it Borderlands 3, but he's kind of implying that here, but nothing's really set in stone. He also confirmed during the presentation, I believe on April 22nd, that Scott Kester will be the art director for Borderlands 3, or whatever it ends up being called. So that'd be pretty cool, because Borderlands 2 had some really nice open feeling art, at least in my opinion, and it was really cool and balanced with colors. They also asked him what the story was about the new Borderlands, and he said everyone dies horribly, so I'm gonna assume that's a joke. But he also said much more seriously that, so he's thinking about giving Scooter a son named Scooper, who is a very high-pitched voice. As the children in Borderlands, if you ever heard them, they have a really high-pitched voice. Some of them are really annoying, but oh my god, some of them are really annoying. I wish I could reference a clip here, but it was in Borderlands 2. No, Borderlands the pre-sequel. There's just this kid in the middle of this Iceland or something. Fucking horrible. Anyway, he will appear in Borderlands 3. Let's hope, yeah, he might have a good part of the story. Or side quest, at least, like in Borderlands 2, where these annoying kids would give you really good side quests and good loot, and for some reason have really nice guns. Anyway, he also said he made Scooter to appeal to his wife, who was absolutely devastated when he died in Tales from Borderlands. Spoiler if you haven't played that. And might not make it into the new Borderlands. And lastly, he also teased Battleborn's upcoming DLC, which will contain some references to Borderlands 3. He suggested that Battleborn players should look deeply at this content for details, which sounds pretty fantastic if you ask me, because Battleborn is a really good game. Has a really nice Borderlands feel too. Other than that, all I have to say is Borderlands 3 was originally announced in January 2015, which Pitchfork referred to be the big one. And they do have jobs open for Gearbox Software to make a new team. And part of the team can actually be in the game, which has like weird characters, but that doesn't matter right now. But the game's going to be specifically made for next gen, so it'll probably be really optimized for PS4 and Xbox One. Next, I want to talk about Amazon UK restricting some video game sales to Prime members. Now, here's what's happening. Amazon UK has begun restricting the sales of certain video games if ordered directly from the website, making them exclusively available only to Prime members. So you have to buy that piece of shit $100 membership just to buy your video game, which you don't even have to buy it at Amazon. You could go to Walmart and get that fucking same price match shit. But anyway, and Amazon replied with this to our earlier report on this article. One of the many benefits of Amazon Prime is to access the exclusive selection on a number of great products. Customers who are not Prime members can sign up for a 30-day free trial of Amazon Prime, or they can purchase those items from a marketplace seller. Okay, so what? Why does this have to be exclusive? I mean, you're not making anything. You're trying to push the Prime membership? I don't really understand this. Honestly, I don't know. Is video games even selling that much on Amazon? I mean, I guess GameStop didn't ship everywhere, but bloody hell, Amazon must be really selling this thing somewhere. Somewhere, obviously, being UK, because apparently UK really really needs Amazon to buy video games, which doesn't make any sense to me. There's got to be some other sites out there in the UK that sell video games. So some of the games that were exclusive in the UK store were FIFA 16, Far Cry Primal, GTA 5, which sells like hell, and a handful of others. Now, they've tested this and checked. In the US version, they don't have this bullshit except for the PS4 version of GTA 5, which sells like hell, obviously. I mean, come on. PS4 and GTA 5 go together. But it looks like they're trying to test us in the US, and I hope to God none of you Prime members buy this GTA 5 on PS4 on Amazon, because you're going to start supporting this weird Prime monopoly Amazon's trying to push, and Amazon's just gotten worse, honestly. They're just... You have to buy $50 worth of items to get free shipping now? It's pushing it too far for me. But last thing I want to talk about is something that's not technically true. Obviously, it's a rumor. It's speculation, so take this with a grain of salt. Steam update, the latest one we just got. Well, not that anyone knows, because you update the damn thing every 6 hours, thanks to Valve. It suggests paid mods are returning. That's fantastic. It just went so well the first time. So here's the explanation. Steam update released yesterday is implying that paid game modifications may be returning sooner rather than later, despite the system's past controversies. Obviously, with Gabe Newell being on a jet and them releasing an update and accidentally releasing, with no one's approval, the paid mods, which sounds like bullshit, but of course, we gotta believe him, right? Anyway, because Gabe Newell can't get Wi-Fi on an airplane, he can't contact his company, he totally can't do anything on an airplane, even though I can have Wi-Fi on my damn United Airlines flight, but whatever. So essentially, the Steam warnings are highlighted in green boxes above every workshop notifications subscribe button. The button players to use to add the mods to their games. The exact wording on the warning is as follows: you can subscribe to this item for free because you are the creator or listed as a contributor. Now, the way this warning looks, it makes it seem that the message is clear, that paid mods are coming back. You can check it yourself, it's all legit. It seems like it, but... Or maybe this is a legal action. It's entirely speculative to say... whether the updates is coming sooner or later. So, here's the thing. Steam update over a month ago added an assortment of strings to the STS, which basically details topics like author-controlled monetization and profit splitting. Now, it's only a matter of time before Valve updates Steam with the infrastructure necessary for mod creators to begin charging for their creations. And I really hope it doesn't happen, but Valve can really go any direction at any time without them apparently not knowing what they're doing. Now, this obviously could backfire because there's a bunch of copyrighted materials being used in the mods, a lot of mods out there at least, and there's no system to prevent modders from stealing content, which is the worst part of it all. So basically right now it seems like Valve is not communicating with the community at this point. But other than that, Steam currently doesn't have any mods that you pay for or any advertisement system, but if they do make it, I think we're just going to have to force to accept it. Other than that, guys, please comment, like or dislike, and subscribe because it helps me out, and hope you have a nice day.